I quickly grabbed the person's shoulder to keep them from falling. I'm sorry. Oh! My favorite character. Oh! It's a girl. And I recognize her. Oh! This is great. This is great news. This is great news. What is going on, guys? It's Player NegativeAE, and welcome back to Steins. Last time we saw this girl, and this girl's still alive, but that doesn't make any sense because this girl should not be alive because she was dead. But then that raises the question of, like, I feel like I know it's about time travel already, and it see, that's another thing, is the game like hints that it's about time travel because it has like it talks about fucking time travel. So it's easy to assume that like that's what this is. Is the game really that transparent though? Why does everybody like this game if that's the case? Like I get transparency is cool and all, but like that's a little obvious. It's almost like the way Danganronpa gives you the killer right away. What are you talking about, Ocarina? Dr. Nakabashi's presentation was cancelled. Cancelled? Yeah, because of the satellite crash. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after the mass disappearance. Mayori's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is another organization conspiracy? Excuse me, my name is Hoyin Kuma. Really, man? You're hopeless. Hoyin-san, I'd like to hear your story in more detail. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories aren't a good match. Don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall.
Makise-san, そろそろ時間ですし、始めましょう。
It's almost time. Oh, right, thank you. I was waiting for the arigato, but she didn't say it. She was just like, oh, yes. She didn't even say anything else. Kurusu glances one more time and then sighs and heads towards the small conference room. We should go too. Go where? To hear the lecture, duh. Ah, that. Daru follows after Kurusu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would girl genius Makase Kurusu need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a little bit off. So, I just think it's time travel. I think we got sent back in time, and that's why we had the thing into the future or something like that. If that makes sense. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today. Yeah, that's what I thought. Japan's famous girl genius Makase Kurusu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. I don't know if that's the tender age, really. That was like a fucked up age for me. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a Gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. I had forgotten all about it. It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. Especially students like us, but there are also a couple of professors. And Kurusu gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever, I still don't like her. What? This is why I hate you and I like her the best. Look at how freaking awesome she looks. She has that like coat thing where like her shoulders are not being covered by her coat. I love that. Like freaking red hair, no coat. If she had an English accent, it would be even better. I don't even really care what accent you have, but freaking something about the English accent makes me crazy. Even if murder and hallucination, my judgment of the character is still incorrect. For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best. Time travel. Oh. Let me start by saying time travel is an absurd concept. Objection. I'm ready. What do you got to say, dude? Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm just being Man, I'm fucking punch this guy in the face. Being slightly rude here, but I'm not the one to just sit and listen to some genius girls drivel. It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd. Okarin, you magnificent fool. Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away. Okay, it's fine, I guess it'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She looks a little pissed, but let's not mind that. But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I've heard about the cosmic string theory, at least. The 11 theories. The neutron star theory, the black hole theory, the light speed theory, the Trachon theory, the wormhole theory, the exotic matter theory, cosmic string theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory, elementary particle ring laser theory, and laser theory. Jesus Christ. This is too smart for me. Dirac anti-particle theory. Is this actually, are these things that exist? Not bad. Perhaps Makase Kurisu is a worthy rival after all. I don't know about rival, you should fucking just be friends with her maybe. Although after this, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Overall, these models are purely theoretical. Some of them even contradict one another. Someone comes up with a 12th model. What kind of response is that, dude? It could be contradicted by the 13th model now, couldn't it? Damn, she twisted my question and used it against me. Touche, genius girl. It's what time is it right now? It's 5 a.m. as I record this. I don't know why I'm still up. Some puffed up professors giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off now. By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now, according to Einstein's special theory of relativity. For example, let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane headed to Okinawa. Upon arrival at... I know this already. I actually knew that. If you travel to a certain place in the world, you're gonna be a couple seconds, maybe... I don't know, a couple seconds, but like a couple millionths of, like she said, listen to her, don't listen to me. I'm freaking, I don't even know. According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light. For example, if you could run at near the speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast for you. If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse in the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day into the future. Understand? Hoyin Kuyuma? There's a smug look. Why are you singling me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makase Kurusu wants to pick a fight. I wish that she hadn't said my name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name. But that's not really time travel, is it? Now, Professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makase Kurusu's example isn't strictly time travel per se, but I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genie. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like he's just trying to get her to be. Yes, you're right. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, this would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. I don't know. I'm pretty calm in front of a lot of people. It depends on like what I'm doing. Like I can't be like doing something silly. Like I have to be explaining something, and then even then it's like I say a lot and like a lot and you know typical stuff or filler stuff. Like then what about going to the past? Going to the past is possible right now. Take a look at the sky at night. You see the light from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you? That's not time travel either. This time, it's a nearby student who objects. Well, I was just getting started. Was it me or Kurusu just look a little nervous just now? Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need? The best candidates for this are cosmic strings and wormholes. A cosmic string is a string-shaped crevice with an extreme mass. String-shaped crevice. Do cosmic strings really exist? The crevice is about as wide as an elementary particle, or at least as long as the diameter of the galaxy. It has immense mass, so it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through that distortion, you could make a full circle around that string in less than 360 degrees. In short, you can do something resembling a warp. This is called the space-time angular deficit. Is this real? Am I learning things right now? I don't know. Like I don't know if I should trust things that I learn in video games or not. When you pass through an area of angular deficit, transit time becomes 0. Now, we apply this to a cosmic string moving at near light speed. According to the theory of relativity, time will move slower for the cosmic string in relation to its surroundings. Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. In other words, you will arrive in the past after transit. If you use two cosmic strings, you can do a space deficit jump. If you loop back to your original location, you can return to the same time you started revolving. And that, roughly speaking, is time travel by means of Comic Sans, I almost said. Cosmic strings. By the way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as super strings. Now then, you need 3 things in order to time travel to the past with cosmic strings. First, the cosmic strings themselves, 2 strings to be exact. By the way, they are hypothesized to exist only where the universe was first formed, so they might be a little hard to find. Second, you would need the energy required to make them move near light speed. And how much energy do you think you need? 1.21 gigawatts? I'm pretty sure it's a little more than 1.21 gigawatts. Did she just make a fucking Back to the Future reference? Third, you need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings within the time traveler alive, of course. Yeah. What do you think, Hoyin-san? Care to take on the challenge of cosmic string time travel? Like that's even possible. And why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time. Yeah, but you're an idiot. I hate you. Doesn't want. It looks like Hoyin-san doesn't want to take the challenge. This is my girl right here. In that case, let's consider the wormholes. They may be a little more realistic than the cosmic strings. By the way, Hoyin-san, do you know what wormholes are? Don't ask me. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered. It's like a shortcut through space, right? Yes, that's correct. Whew, I got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief. What? So I'm guessing this is important to the story because I'm fucking... where there are two wormholes joined by a tunnel, no matter how far the wormholes are, the transit in time through the tunnel is 0. But oh no, there's a problem. The wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity and collapses as soon as it opens. So we need something to negate the effect of gravity. So-called exotic matter? What? A substance with negative mass which repulses other matter. Negative mass, huh? Is that something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist. Say that the wormhole is being squished by an invisible fist. In order to pass through, you need something that could oppose my fist's grasping force so that I can't squish anymore. Kurisu opens her fist. If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, the instantaneous travel between the wormholes becomes possible. The travel through time, however, takes a little more effort. For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akibara, and the exit is in Los Angeles. Sure, I'm down. We send the wormhole in LA all the way... First we send the You send it. Why? You send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe at near light speed. And once it's there, we yank it back to LA. But why? How? According to the special theory of relativity, time slows down for objects moving at the speed of light, meaning the whole return to LA would be further in the past than the Akibara. Okay, I kinda get it, sort of. So now, if Hoyin-san jumped into the wormhole, he'd arrive in LA several years before he left. However, this still can't be called true time travel. It only seems that way. This is called the Urishima effect. Urishima? The most important part is to return to Akibara from LA through the wormhole once more, since the transit time is 0. Hoyin-sama will return to Akibara several years in the past. Time travel complete. The prerequisites for wormhole travel are simpler than the ones for cosmic string travel. First, the wormhole itself. They may exist somewhere in the universe, but nobody has ever seen one. Second, the energy required to move a wormhole to the end of the universe and back at near light speed. Third, exotic matter, which, by the way, has not been confirmed to exist. Okay, well then, no time travel. So the implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort. Now do you see what I mean when I said time travel is an absurd concept? Time travel theories are all just thought experiments. Not one of them is it can create a viable time machine. That is my answer.
もっと簡単なものはないんですか？例えば、机の引き出しを開けるだけで使えるものとか。
Isn't there something simpler, like something that you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something? I'm afraid not. A firm declaration. This is the limit of modern physics. I can't say how it might change in 10 years though. Besides, even if someone did overcome the logistical requirements, there may be other factors that prevent time travel from working. And that's because fundamental problems concerning the principle of causality have not yet been solved.
Time paradox.
You mean time paradoxes, the conservation of mass. The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be extra mass of the time machine and its pilot in the past. I remember reading it in a book. Not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger though. If you think that conservation of mass applies to macro systems like the universe or microsystems like atoms or elementary particles, you're mistaken. Is that true? She's laughing at my reaction. That little... How mortifying. Conservation of mass only applies to chemical reactions. It doesn't hold in modern physics at all. Something can come from nothing. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Then what's the problem? The time paradox of time paradoxes. In other words, the grandfather paradox. I don't know if anyone calls it that. Do people call it that? Oh, that thing where you kill your own ancestors before you were born? As long as this paradox never goes unsolved, time travel can never be realized. As long as this paradox goes unsolved, this time travel can never be realized ever. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Like, you can't just disappear because you're already there. That is weird. That's a weird concept. Why don't you just kill him? You can't think of it like a sci-fi movie. It's not just about your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that. It doesn't seem that dangerous. Any paradox, no matter how small, would cause the total collapse of causality, relativity, and every other physical law in existence. Paradoxes are nothing more than thought experiments and cannot occur in reality, and they should not. Nothing that is even a 0.00001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. Wouldn't you say that the logical conclusion? There may be loopholes, like parallel worlds, or consistency principle, but those seem like too much fantasy for me to accept. My thing, right? If you're gonna do time travel, I feel like you almost make like a copy of it, like how people try Linux. Like you download like a safe environment for that shit. I mean, if you could create like a different world, right? If we can, that's another thing. Like you gotta create a world and shit and simulate the universe, but that comes with like answers to things. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makase Kurusu is truly a genius. Truly is a genius. I ended up listening to all of Kurusu's lectures at ATF. After the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence? She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture. So impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. Okay. She didn't respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She got guts. Yeah, she's my favorite character. Wait, why am I praising because she's my favorite character? Leaving that aside, I saw Makase. Yeah, okay, let's get back to this. Yeah, for sure. And yet she is alive. My memories don't mesh with reality. And not just about Kurisu. My conversations with Daru and Mayori didn't make sense either. Everything would be resolved if I told myself what happened or what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. This leaves me with no choice. After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I headed to Yanabashi's shrine. I need to get exercised. I seriously doubt that Makase Kurisu at ATF was a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese, it's in our blood. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that one. It's located on Kaneda River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing Mansebashi Bridge. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kaneda Mayujin is more famous in Akiba, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small, you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here. The two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayori. Whoa, the other one is a docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Urushibara Luka. A stunning example of feminine charming grace. Lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom, okay. The essence of Japanese beauty, sure. The chief priest's son. That's right, son. Is that a guy? Is that really a guy? Why are you wearing a fucking hair beret? Lovely in every way, but he's a guy. And you speak like a girl. Why do who does that? He bows his head. Voice of a girl. Mannerisms of a girl. Looks like a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. Has a hair clip. But he's a guy. They always do that. Taller than Mayori, but yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. What does it matter? What does it matter? But he looks stunning in Miko robes. But he's a guy. Oh jeez. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning. But he's a guy. It's just this over and over again. It's almost evening and it's still hot outside. Please. But he's a guy. Alright, now we're done. No more. That's it. You killed it. Damn, okay, maybe one more. But he's a guy. Okay, I'm done. There we go. Alright. But I don't know why that's so funny to me. But damn, these cicadas are loud. But he's a guy. That shit is funny. That lady gave to you what happened to it. That shit is funny. It wasn't funny the first couple times, and then it got funnier and funnier. He's a friend of mine. I call him Lunako. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akibaga's pedestrian heaven. Or Akiba's. I guess Akiba and Akibata is the same. They're just nicknames, right? Like Akiba is a nickname for Akibata. It also happens that Lukako and Mayori are classmates. I learned that fact after I gotten to know him. Lukako is taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in his eyes.
用とサミダレのことですよね。
Demon sword Samidare?
そうだ。
Correct.
あれはお前
I
たち
bought
の
it for
正義
you
と
so you could learn to control your power.
秋葉の武器屋本舗で買ったや
Bought
つ
it
で
at
しょ。
Blade Works, right? Oh, you mean the anime company that made
980
fucking...
円だっ
What anime did they make? I don't even know. I know their name though. Fate? They made the Fate series? Fate/Zero or Fate Zero? I thought you said it would cost $9.80.
前よりそれ以上言うと
Don't say another word anymore and they'll come to
口を出す
silence
な
you.
け。消されちゃうの。
You're gonna silence me? Thanks for worrying about me,
心配し
Okadine.
てくれ
But
て
who
あ
are
りが
they?
とう。
I ignore Mayori's question.
やつらって誰かの。
それでルカ子よ
So, Lukako, are you making sure to practice with Samidare like I told you?
はい。1日1回は素振りを。
Yes, I do practice swings once a day.
あれを持ち
As long as you carry it and master the Zenshin Zama school of swordsmanship, you can prevent the dark flame from inside you from consuming your soul. The demon sword Samudara may be an imitation sword, but that is the only form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. And it was on sale for only 980 yen, tax included.
あんな素敵なものをプ
Thank
レゼン
you,
トして
Okabe-san. It was a wonderful present.
俺は
My name isn't Okabe.
オカリンだよ。
It's Okarin.
ごめんなさい、京馬さん。
I'm sorry, Kyoma-san.
分かればいいのだ
As long as you understand. Now, speak the words.
エルサイ
Elsai Kongulo?
コンガリ。
違うコンガ流ではなくコングルーだ
Kangaroo. Oh, it's Kangaroo.
はい。エルサイコングル。これで
Did I get it right? Lugako smiles happily as I nod.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy. Okay, their comedic timing is on point.
美しい
I like
視点
I like that shit. That shit is funny. And it like does like a super close up of his face.
ちょっとドキドキしてきちゃうよ。
But he's a guy. Oh, that's funny shit. She has beautiful master relationship. Maybe she's not a Fujoshi, but she's getting a little excited.
まゆりちゃん、変な想像しないで。
Please don't imagine such thing. Jeez. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship, I, Hilm Kuma, have gone to great lengths to brainwash, or I mean teach Lukako about the evil conspiracies that rule the world and how to resist them. That stuff about the demon sword Samadare is part of that training. Looks aside, Lukako is very obedient and hardworking. He's always eager to learn new things and master. Couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weakness of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. But he's a guy. What are you doing here? Man, I think it's overdone now. I think it's overdone. I won't laugh. I won't laugh the next time it happens. If it happens. I came to see Luka-kun.
来月のコミマで
Komima's coming up next month and I want him to cosplay as Kirari-chan from Rainet, but he won't say yes.
だってコスプレするなんて。
It's just too embarrassing for me.
でも
But I'm sure you'll look great in it.
絶対こんな可愛い子が女の子の
The
はずがない。
phrase, someone this cute can't be a girl, is really popular, you know? Come on, make your cosplay debut. Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She's made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's chosen Lukaku as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally I would understand why a man wouldn't want to be dressed like a girl, but come on, Lukaku has no problem wearing Nico robes. Why should cosplay be any different? That's what I'm saying. But whatever, I have business to take care of.
そんなくだらないことは後
Save the trivial stuff for later.
マユシにとっては大事なことだもん。
But it's really important to Mayushi.
俺にとってはくだらない
And
こと
it's
なんだ
really trivial, and it's trivial to me.
それよりルカ子よ
Anyway, Lukaku, there's a good reason for my being here today. I need you to perform an exorcism.
お祓いですか？
An exorcism?
だったら
Then I'll go get my dad. Please what?
あいや そこまで大げさにしなくて
No, no, it's nothing that serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of Kamada Shrine.
というわけで
So with that said, bring out the usual.
例のあれと言いますと
The usual, you
サ
mean
ミ
the
ダレですか
Samidare?
違う
No, who the hell uses a demon sword for
笑い
exorcism?
と言ったらあれに決まっ
The
ている
usual for an exorcism should be obvious.
正式な名称はわから
I
ん
don't know what it's called, but it's that stick with the zigzaggy paper thingies that the priests do a shaky thingy with.
今のオカリンの説明
That sounds really dumb,
ゆとりっぽい
Okari.
ね
Quite a shock to hear that from Naori.
お花さですね
Oh, the Osuna, or Onsuna. I don't know if my father will lend it to me.
ちょっと聞いてきます
I'll go and ask him. Lukaku makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Maori takes a pocket watch out of her bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you'd expect for a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pockety. Obviously, that's the name Maori gave to it, but it's not brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Maori has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's her most important treasure.
じゃあマユシーはこれ
Time
か
for me
ら
to go to work.
そうか頑張ってこい
Do your best. Head straight
バイト
home
が終わったら直
afterwards.
接帰るのか
Yep. Maori lives in Ikebukuro. She comes to Akiba to train just about every day. It'd be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro too. So I've been staying at the lab since summer break began. I'd end the episode. See you tomorrow. I call Maori to stop before she trots off.
前より
Wait, Maori, back at
お
Radikan.
前はあの時
You heard a man scream,
ラジ
right?
カンで
Scream? Maori blinks several times and puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. And then she gives her usual smile. When was that
いつ
again?
のこと
今日の昼だ
This afternoon.
聞いてないかね
I don't think I heard anything.
そうか
Oh, well,
分かった
alright. And at that, I'm gonna end the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If it was a little quiet and I didn't speak very much, or I spoke too much, it's because I'm really tired. And I will have to go to sleep right after this. Anyway, I hope you guys are having the best rest of your day after watching this. And peace out, guys.